All right, so today we're gonna do a few things, a few chores. I need to get the chickens some water. I want to plant some potatoes. I might plant some beans. Haven't decided if I'm gonna do that today or not. And I also need to get the garden watered. A lot of these containers, they dry out pretty quickly when it's warm, and it's about 81 degrees outside. So I'm Charmaine. Welcome to the Clutter Garden. Four of the 12 green stalks that I have are not level. So you see me here watering the individual pockets because when they're not level and you water them, the water doesn't distribute as evenly. Now, of course, ideally you don't want to water in the heat of the day, but my rule is always going to be water when you can. If you can do it first thing in the morning, like I did the front yard first thing this morning, then just got busy, do it first thing in the morning or in the evening. In the evening, you need to be a little bit more careful, but evening time is good too. Otherwise, water when you have time, but make sure you water. These containers are packed full of plants, so I let the water pool on top, and then once it drains, I come back and water it again. I need to do a little bit more pruning on this alpaca tomato. It is forming tomatoes, I can see. Some small immature ones, some immature ones. But I also, there's a branch that's hanging off. I don't think you guys can see it, that I need to just cut off. I water these green stalk towers every day, especially when it's warm out, because the pockets do dry out. I love growing in the green stalks, but you have to stay on top of watering with these things. The other thing I do with the green stalk is I water, I go through and I wet the pockets also. Don't ask me why. I feel better about doing it this way. Normally I would turn these onion towers more frequently, like once a day or once every other day. But because this tower and this tower are leaning in towards each other, I put like little sticks in between them to kind of keep them separate. So I only rotate them every few days. Now these 2 or 4 areas where I took the garlic out, I don't have anything planted in yet. I think I'm going to do bush beans in one, shove a bunch of leftover plants in the others. So I might plant one of these up with potatoes. Someday I'll get my drip irrigation set up, but I need to fix the outdoor water manifolds, both in the front and the backyard. They both leak profusely, and I don't want to hook up a drip irrigation system to that. And I don't know if this is because this one is sitting back a little bit further, but this one definitely doesn't have the same level of growth on it as the others do. I don't know how well you can see this plant. I'll give you a close up in just a moment. It is truly intense. Here's a close up of this crazy cuckoo banana pants plant and its alien fruit down there, which is absolutely insane. So it's doing the things. I tell you, I accidentally brushed up against this thing yesterday. Mm, not good. In this bin. I'm going to put the rest of the umatilla tomatoes. Now, these do take 120 days. They are a late season potato. To get to full maturity size. But let me see. I got August, September, October. I don't have quite 120 days till our projected first frost, which is right around November 1st. But close enough. I'm just going to plant these about 5 or 6 inches deep. They don't need to go that deep. This one I'm planting on its side. I'm putting 3 tubers in this container, because that's all I have left. And I think 3 is perfect. I will put another bag of planting compost on top. We'll just see how it goes. Putting all 4 in here. I have 4 left. All right, so we'll just assume that's the umatilla. And if it's not, it's not. I'm not going to worry about it. These are definitely chieftains. And since I think those other ones were the California whites, which are, I believe, a little bit smaller of a potato, I'll go ahead and put these little micro tubers in here as well. And we'll see what happens. So I noticed this garlic is looking a little tired along with the weeds in here. So I decided to go ahead and pull it. This is music hardneck variety. And this is what I pulled so far. Yeah. So that was just from that container. So this will be another container I can plot up with something else. I don't know about these. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and well, that one's a little tiny, but there are potatoes growing in this one also from 2 seasons ago, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Okay, so who knows what variety that is. I am gonna have to dump that container out. Guys, look at this real quick. That is not cute. But favas will be favas. Now, I do still have garlic in with this mess. A, they're going to be really tiny, and B, they still have the scapes on them. They form scapes pretty late, feeling, even though these aren't quite, it's not quite time for these to come out. I'll probably end up having to pull these a little bit early. I think the end of July is when this umatilla is supposed to come out. These I could probably just let dry out over the next week or so and pull them. I think these are chieftains. So we'll see, but here is a look at what we got for garlic. This for sure is music. I don't know what these little tiny ones are. I don't know. And these, I also don't know. I will go back and look at my garden journal and see if I actually wrote them down or not. But from just 3 containers, that's a pretty good haul. Okay. I decided to pull this down anyway. I'm not going to leave it in this exact position. This had garlic in it. This is the only one that didn't have, of the 3 other round containers up there, this is the only one that didn't have potato sprouts coming out of it. So, can't leave it behind, can I? I mean, they all need to have an opportunity to have potatoes. I'll plant these. I'm going to put the compost on top. And then maybe tomorrow I'll come and add some worm castings and bone meal. Now, I had 5 of these chieftains. So, I really only want to put 4 in here, but I'm going to put all 5. And these should definitely get done. These and the California whites will definitely be done before weather gets cold. The umatillas will be cutting it close, but I'll still get a harvest that's decent. I'm just adding some planting compost. So the white ones have already been amended. This one has not. So this one I'll add the worm castings. I did pre-water these yesterday when I prepped them. I will cover these with straw because we'll have a couple of days of rain coming up. Supposedly tomorrow and the next day, and then it's going to be back into the high 70s, low 80s for the next week, 7 days, something like that. And I am going to arrange these some sort of way around this area because it's just too difficult to water up near that gate. So I did not film this, but this was a container that I had garlic in, elephant garlic, and they did really well in this container. And I just didn't know what I wanted to put in it. But again, I have all these leftover plants. I did get some of them off to my girlfriend, but the rest of these are still here. Hopefully Mama helped me clean these containers, but I'll need to clean out all of these things and these and everything else. So this one, I know it looks real sad, but it was looking like it was close to death yesterday when I planted it. So I put them in here. I watered them really well. And these things are they have definitely perked up just in that short period of time. I don't know how much these two should produce. This is a honeycomb hybrid, and which I meant to plant way earlier. And this is a Too Tasty hybrid. I wanted to have two of both of those planted, and didn't. So now I do. Those two should produce plenty before the end of the season. I pulled yesterday, and they are doing great. Look, amazing. I love that. So most of those are nice and brown and crispy, and I can go ahead and cut them off and bring them in the house. I think this is the Elegance lavender. That's the one I started from seed. I still want to put this orange accordion somewhere. So I might put this in one of those circular containers that I had garlic in. And see if it produces for me. That orange accordion is a slicer. It's a pretty big tomato. So I don't know if those are going to come to fruition by the end of the season, but we've got almost 120 days. This thing is really difficult to keep watered, kind of like these. So if you're not on top of your watering game, don't even think about those Dollar Tree planters. You will be sad. Your plants will die. Trust me on this one. I don't quite know what I'm going to put here. I took out the peas. Those sweet peas need to come out. I don't think I want to put another round of peas in there. I just don't know what else I want to put. I'm not sure if I want to put a tomato there and have it be all in the way. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. And let me know what you have going on this month. Are you planting anything new? How's your watering game going this month? How was your garlic harvest if you had any? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week. Be blessed.